Hi there, James Savage from National Club Golfer down here at Rudding Park as always, and today I've got an iron comparison for you. Brand new Mizuno JPX919 Tour, but if it's a bit of a curveball, I'm not comparing it against the JPX900 Tour, I'm going to compare it against Mizuno's MP18 SC model. Okay, so what's my thinking behind this bizarre comparison? Why am I comparing the JPX919 Tour against the MP18? Well, I think this was something that I was genuinely intrigued about, and this is something that I've been quite intrigued about ever since Mizuno sort of launched their JPX, well, it was their 900 Tour, which was their first model. It's like we'd always seen the JPX brand, if you like, as Mizuno's game improvement range, but what they wanted to do with the JPX 900 Tour model was they wanted to actually bring some of that as the JPX style and ethos into a product that tour players were going to use. And the tour player that they focused on when they created the JPX 900 Tour was Brooks Koepka. He was the right type of player, young, aggressive, modern athlete of a golfer that they wanted to attract. And luckily for Mizuno, Brooks Koepka chose to play the JPX 900 Tour, no contract in place, went on to win back-to-back US Opens and then the PGA. So that's the sort of theory behind it. But I wanted to look into, well, what are the differences between the JPX 900 Tour then and their, if you like, what's always been considered Mizuno's better player clubs, which is the MP range, and in particular the MP18 range, which came out about a year ago now. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to find an iron from the Mizuno MP18 range, which I felt really closely matched the new JPX 919 Tour, and that was the MP18 SC. Set these two clubs down. They look absolutely identical, I would say, pretty much in terms of their proportions, in terms of the sort of heel to toe blade length, in terms of the offset, in terms of the top line. The main difference is really from a sort of a aesthetic point of view. From here, the JPX 900 Tour, again, it is that modern, aggressive style. The MP18 is just pure classic blade. It's a really interesting one, actually. Mizuno told me that there are just some players, Paul Casey for example, who would never even consider a JPX iron. They would just always use an MP. Luke Donald maybe falls into that bracket as well. You just get some players that are absolute blade purists, and they wouldn't even dream of switching away from a Mizuno MP and into the JPX, and with this new 919 model. So how do they compare? What are the differences? What are the differences I would expect to see? Well, I mean, just looking at these two clubs, I wouldn't expect there to be a huge amount of difference. I say they're so similar in terms of, like I say, the sole width, the heel to toe length. They're both forged, and they're both using Mizuno's new high definition grain flow forging process, which is just all about improving that sound and feel. But I was interested to put them both on the launch monitor to see if there was any difference in the performance of the two. So I've got some SkyTrak launch monitors on the screen now, as you can see there, and again, I wouldn't say that there was a massive difference in the performance at all. I don't think that the question of choosing whether or not you want to go to the MP18 or whether you want to go to the JPX 919 Tour, I don't really think it's about the performance that you'll see on these launch monitor numbers there, which you can see are pretty much exactly the same. I was maybe just getting a little bit more ball speed, if you like, out of the JPX 919 Tour, but I did kind of enjoy hitting the MP18 SC a little bit more. So to me, I would probably be gravitating towards that MP18 model. But I think for all golfers, this isn't really a question of performance. This is a question about what you want to see, what you want to look down at, what is going to excite you into wanting to go and play golf. What is the club that's really going to excite you? And out of the two, I just think that the MP18, it's absolutely to die for. It feels great, it sounds great. Yeah, I'm not getting the same numbers that I would get with a sort of a 919 hot metal 7-iron, for example. I'm more sort of carrying 145 than sort of carrying 155, if you like. But traditional lofts, a lot less loft on these sorts of clubs, which is the reason why I'm not getting that much distance. Forgiveness, I don't think that these are necessarily unforgiving. Yes, if you do hit one quite thin, you know about it, but that's kind of what we want from our golf course. We want to get a feedback if we don't strike it out of the middle. So in conclusion, performance of the MP18 SC and the JPX 919 Tour, really not a lot to split between them. I would not be probably making my decision on which of these two clubs I preferred by looking at those launch monitor numbers, and I think a lot of other people would be the same, and I'd be leaning more towards the MP18 because it's just absolutely gorgeous. It would make me want to play golf every day. They're the sorts of reasons why I'd be leaning towards the MP18. I'd be really interested to know what your thoughts are. Do you like the look of the JPX JPX919 Tour, or are you a blade enthusiast leaning more towards the MP18? But from my testing, and this is all I can go on, I'm not finding much difference in the performance, so it could just be a question of which you like the look, sound, feel, profile of the most. So post your comments below, MP18 or JPX, we want to know which you prefer. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.